Hello and welcome to my live reaction for Kagurabachi chapter 126. 127 today. So, where do we leave? Last chapter was lovely, wasn't it? Flame, I believe, was the name, and yeah, Kunishige's trauma and tragic past, and yeah, everything tied up. And of course, him learning to. Was it him meeting or just learning how to spend time with Chiaki? One of the two. But yeah, very heartfelt chapter. It was honestly one of my favorite chapters of Kagurabachi. And I'm really curious to see what we're getting into this time, because I'm on the first page here. There's some very ominous imagery. Feels, I don't know, Voiva's just an ominous guy emerging from the darkness. It feels like something out of like Chainsaw Man or Dandadan or something. But yeah, let's get into this. So they're still using the sparklers, and they got a little candle burning low as a mysterious man with a katana emerges out of the darkness. And he, already swinging down on Kunishige. The man came out of nowhere, howling and waving a sword. She became running and beat him senseless. He said he just happened to be in the neighborhood, but I doubted that. Oh, watching them. What the hell's the deal with this dude? The man had been screaming, "This is Yamaroku Isa's house, right? I know you're loaded. You're that bastard's son." Oh, so Yamaroku Isa is the name of Kunishige's father? Implying he took his mother's name, which, I mean, it's not a surprise, but nice detail. But still got Varoku. So I do wonder, like, did he get one kanji from his mother's name, one kanji from his father's name? Varoku is interesting, because you don't see that often in Japanese names. This is Yamaroku Isa's house, right? I know you're scared, you're loaded, you're that bastard son. Where the hell did this guy come from? What a nut job. Well, he was right about one thing. I did have money. My dad left behind a decent amount, plenty for me to live on. Hey, Chiaki, you okay? Oh, Kunishige is shook by this. Oh, that's because Chiaki got hit on the arm. I think so. You're bleeding. It's just a small cut. I mean, I certainly see why her family didn't want her hanging around with Kunishige after this. Yeah, I mean, katana wound is a bit hard to justify, isn't it? Yeah, Kunishige still shaken. And yes, I knew who Yamaroku Isa was. You're going to make a great blacksmith. The only part of my dad I'd ever admired. It was his blacksmith name. Okay, so maybe Rokuhiro was his name. And we have the sword. Even without checking the inscription, I knew instantly it was one of my dad's katana. The guy was a customer. My dad sold katana like that to all kinds of scum. Looking back, the quality was nothing special. And I was living and growing on that money. It's okay, I'm fine. Chapter 127, Smelting Part 2. I always like it when you get a multi-part chapter that's split. Because, yeah, we had Smelting Part 1 and, like 1 or 2 chapters in between. So, well, yeah, it's been one chapter since we came back. And, yeah, I think Smelting Part 1 was the final one. Every chemical reaction in the forge is visible in the flames by their form and color. The blacksmith judges when to add iron, sand, or coal, and how much, and when to use the bellows. Rokuhiro, you okay? March 28th, 7:20 p.m. 38 hours until the start of the bellowing. Yeah. Working with the Dartenseki, the slightest error in judgment would be lethal. So far, so good. That's some insane focus. But the critical part is yet to come. The furnace temperature is close to 1,400 degrees. It's time to start the Kudari phase. Kudari? The end game of the Tarara smelting process. To grow the lump of steel forming in the furnace, the smelter adds iron ore while increasing the aeration with the bellows. As greater amounts of Datensuki are exposed to the fire, for the next few hours, the reactions within the furnace will reach their peak. Including setup, he's been at it for nearly 2 days straight without sleep. He's got to be on the brink of collapse. What he has to do doesn't change. It's just more intense. He's looking at the sparks in the fire. He can't afford to overlook the slightest flicker. He looks into it and he remembers Chiaki. Oh, okay. Well, I guess at this point, Chiaki's still alive. He remembers Chiaki. Hello, I'm still alive. My life finally gains meaning when I risk it for you. I think that was the whole thing of last chapter, wasn't it? The candle, the flame that was the candle on his birthday cake, the flame of the forge, the flame that is Chiaki. And here, Chiaki's name is literally in the fire. Here's some nice symbolism, metaphors. Oh, something explodes in the distance. Subaru says, they're here. Now of all times? Hazumi held them off longer than I expected. We should be grateful. I guess maybe this is the not Kamunabi, but like the current enforcement organization. I can't remember what they go by at this point. What a disaster. If they start battling now, it'll break his concentration. I'll only increase the risk of failure. You're really on our side now, huh? I'll convince them. Clearly he's come this far. The Sorcery Bureau will have to see. Unfortunately, they've already decided to hand over the princess. As far as the Sorcery Bureau is concerned, avoiding a disastrous accident is all that matters now. So there are two options. Pray for Rokuhira's success, or put out the fire and end the smelting process. He's sweating. Any sane person would choose the latter. We see Shiba going around, teleporting, getting a little tap on the back. You knew we were coming, so you chose a wide open space with no obstacles, right? Clever. Unfortunately, the rain hides our presence too. There's some kind of curse mark running up Shiba's back across his face, making his eyes look like we have never seen them. And he just hunches over as this lady with two katanas stands ominously over in the rain. I heard they were masters of stealth, but this... They used sorcery to treat the wounds you sustained on Irishima. I've suspended the effects. Oh, undone the healing sorcery. Once again, you're battered and bleeding from head to toe. I'm afraid I must disable you to carry out my mission. The Rokuhira guy you're supporting, I looked into his family background. He's trash. We can't place the fate of a nation on his shoulders. Shiva's bleeding from the mouth, huffing and wheezing. I mean, yeah, he's just as messed up as he was after. Can I remember his name? Akiboshi guy. I can't remember his name right now. These pipes are called kiro. They feed the air into the furnace, keeping the fire alive. They're the lifeline of the Tatara. Time to begin. Wait, I said Tatara earlier, and I corrected myself to Tarara or something. Was I just... Okay, wait do they say? I'm not going to spend too long scanning, because I know I probably made it. Well, I made a mistake. I forgot what it was called. It was Tatara. Yeah. I think I corrected myself incorrectly. Yeah. They feed air into the furnace, keeping the fire alive. They have a lifeline of a Tatara. Time to begin, the ominous sorcerer says. Suddenly we have two sorcerers in the forge, staring down the fire, drawing their blades, and bull ring guy, I can't remember the name of. Oh, it's a Mas. Yeah, I guess I could have guessed it was a Masumi because the same. I mean, it's a suit, but the same suit, and the scrolls. Yeah, it did feel very, very much like that girl from the Masumi. I can't remember her name, unfortunately. Is it Sumi? Sumi, maybe. Anyway, the Masumi and Kunishige is focusing, but I mean, I'm seeing all those speed lines, so I don't know if that's shock or just movement. Something moving towards the Kiro. And there we go. Subaru blocks him from cutting the Kiro or whatever they were planning. He's fast. Rokuhira, don't look away. The fire isn't going out. That is a very cool panel of Subaru. Yeah, cool chapter. Let's start from the beginning. Anything I want to dissect? So yeah, this little dip, this little the last footstep out of the childhood flashback. Seeing this one of these bad men that got a sword from Yamaroku Isa. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is part of his motivation, you know. Well, I suppose it's a motivation passed from Kunishige to Chihiro about not wanting swords to end up in the hands of evildoers. You know, this is maybe the birth of that ideal. But yeah, I mean, of course, what's more important to him is probably that Chiaki was hurt, which, yeah, she put on a very brave face there. But yeah, I mean, we don't usually get to see Shiba overpowered. That is a rarity indeed. I mean, not overpowered. I mean, to be fair, even rarer to see him ambushed. He is the ambusher, not the ambushee. But yeah, that is, yeah. I mean, I guess he was less experienced at this point. Still experienced enough to go through the whole Mikaboshi thing. But yeah, undoing the healing on his wounds is a brutal move. But yeah. Hey, if you can't hurt him, let someone else continue to hurt him. That's the easy way to do it. But yeah, I don't feel like there's much else to really address in this chapter. It's good, has good art, has good character motion. Yeah. It's just kind of the inevitable. I mean, we knew someone was going to come and interrupt. And, well, now it's happened. And we know about these very important pipes that absolutely can't break or the whole thing goes belly up. But yeah, I think we're making good time. I think I'll wrap up the Kagurabachi section of the live reaction